There's a TARDIS on my mirror because the light on my ceiling is reflecting into the mirror and then shining a big bright white thing. And then I wanted to cover up the mirror and I thought, oh, why don't I cover it up with my TARDIS dress? So I covered it up with my TARDIS dress. This week's theme is Doctor Who, and I haven't watched everybody's videos yet because I'm kind of pressed for time all the time now. I have less classes this semester and like less things, but somehow that amounts to less time. I've only watched Sarah's video and I watched Kira's video up until the part where she decided that Rose was dumb, and I'm gonna have something to say about that as soon as I finish talking about my week this week. This week I had most of my classes for the first time, except for last week where I had this class for the first time already, so I'm having this class for the second time today. But this week I experienced my History of Psychology class and my Human Sexuality class, both of which are really interesting. My professor is a student. I don't know, I really like having a student as a professor because of the way that he can relate to the students. It's just a lot more interesting to have somebody's perspective on something when they are living in the same generation, like the same era as you. That happened this week. The other amazing thing that happened this week was this book coming out. I'm reading it right now, so the dust cover's off, but it's The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, and I got a purple signature, which I'm super excited about. It is a really good book. So now on to this week's theme, which was Doctor Who. I'm still only on season 3, although I think I'm like 2/3 of the way through season 3 now. I have a really hard time getting through this season because I hate Martha with a passion. I don't like how she can just walk in there and just decide that she's important and being all in love with the Doctor when she's only been with him for like 5 minutes and knows nothing about him. Kira, I really hope that you haven't finished the second season yet, because I think that you have to finish the season and get into Martha season or get into the Christmas special with Donna in order to evaluate your love for Rose. It is a love for Rose because nobody can hate Rose. I partly didn't watch your guys' videos because I know that I'm like really far behind and most of you guys have finished the series. I realize how hard it is to talk about the show without spoilers. I've had so many things spoiled for me, which I don't really mind. I mean, I knew what I was getting into when I start watching a show that's been on the air forever. David Tennant is definitely like my number one, but Matt Smith and Christopher Eccleston are definitely equal as far as other Doctors go. I think they're both amazing in their own ways. Well, Christopher Eccleston I think is also less popular because he was definitely the least attractive out of all the Doctors. I feel like if he was a super hot guy and he was still doing the same things that he was doing, people would like him more. Stuff and things and stuff. Blah. So Alicia, I will see you tomorrow.